Hello everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the final game of Week 5 of the Totally Normal Football League. Today, two division rivals are going at it. The Seattle Stoats, 2-2, are on the road against their rivals, the San Francisco Shitbirds, who are 3-1 and currently have the #1 overall seed for the Totally Normal Bowl, with only 3 weeks remaining until we decide how the postseason is going to shape up. Now, the Stoats can play spoiler for the Shitbirds. If the Shitbirds fall in today's matchup, they will lose the #1 seed to the over here division winners currently, who are the Trash Pandas. And if I think I did my math correctly, if the Stoats win this game by 28 points, if they have a point differential of plus 28, I think they take the #1 seed from the Trash Pandas, as they're currently 3-2 on the season this week after losing to the Janitors. Good news for the Shitbirds. Their fairly decent linebacker Wayne T. Block is off of injury finally, and he's back up to his fully fledged self, so the only major injury between these two teams is Jeff Forshot is still out for the rest of the regular season. Should the Shitbirds make it into the postseason, as they are currently on track to do, Jeff Forshot should be playing quarterback for them by then. Until then, it's the JB Bradshaw experience. And we'll go up right into the game. Live from the Shit House in San Francisco. It's a home game for the Shitbirds. Thousands upon thousands pouring out in attendance to watch their team try and chase that #1 spot. Try to keep that #1 spot in the league. And this is the man that will try to do that, JB Bradshaw, who's had a very interesting time as backup quarterback so far, filling in for the injured Jeff Forshot. Throwing a couple of interceptions so far. He's known for being a bit of a gunslinger, and Andy Overnight, by far the team's MVP. He's got a whole play named after him at this point, the Overnight Flight. He's going to be the #1 target for the Shitbirds offense if they're looking to pass the deep ball, and that Stoats defense is going to have to keep that in mind. I hope their secondary is on point. Comes Brent Fieldstrong to kick off. The home team will have first possession of the ball.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Marshall back deep to return.
There we go. This division rivalry is kicked off.
Kickoff returned for lost yardage. Marshall on the return.
Boyd Marshall, free safety, the punt and kick returner for the Shitbirds. Fortunately, doesn't get a very great return there, only bringing it to the Shitbirds' 13-yard line. A lot of pressure up front for the Stoats already. And yeah, they're blitzing out, and Bradshaw gets rid of it, but almost into the hands of Calvin Madman. And the Stoats coming out with a very powerful blitz. I saw 5 people storm the O-line. I wonder if that's the kind of game they're going to be bringing here defensively against the pass-happy Shitbirds. Play action, Bradshaw moving. It's a huge reception to Kelsey Maato.
25-yard gain.
And while get him on the slant route, and while Andy Overnight often gets most of the credit as the team's best receiver, Kelsey Maato has been stepped up to that #2 receiver slot on the depth chart very recently, and he's earned his position there. He's done amazingly for the team. He's got I don't have exact stats in front of me, unfortunately. Another play-action pass for JB Bradshaw over the center, and that's tipped away. Girani foul play. Getting his hands on the pass. Yeah, Kelsey Maato and Andy Overnight are going to be powerful in whatever receiving position they're playing in. Again, the Stoats sending a lot of people forward. quote a game I like. This looks like an all-out blitz, but JB Bradshaw gets it to Kelsey Maato once again over the middle. And Gironi foul play isn't able to break it up this time. So the Stoats game plan seems to be blitz JB Bradshaw early and get him to dump out the pass, but that strategy only really works if A, you can break through the line for a sack, and B, your receivers are ready to intercept the ball. Oh my god, a powerful hit, and that's the fullback. No, the fullback Elijah Beard with the reception, and already this drive has made it. Holy crap! Already this drive has made it to the Stoats 21-yard line. The Shitbirds are moving. They make that the 23-yard line. And while the Stoats are offering tons of pressure, Bradshaw is getting the ball out in time, and his receivers are catching the ball, a deep ball to left field, and Kelsey Maato gets the touchdown. And this home crowd is celebrating early here in the first quarter, as that's a very quick passing touchdown for the offense. And here comes DJ Wideboy to get the extra point kick. Who's gonna win? Well, the Shitbirds are off to a really early start. Glad you could join us, Beefy. And that extra point is going to put the Shitbirds up 7 points. And Seattle's heavy blitz plan that they've been trotting out needs a little bit of refinement, because JB Bradshaw is throwing true and throwing quickly too. Perhaps they anticipated this response from the Stoats and had planned accordingly, and it feels like that was maybe 4 or 5 plays and they got the ball into the end zone. And here comes DJ Wideboy to kick it to the Stoats for their first possession of the game. There we go, a heavy tackle laid on Felix Passenhog.
Number 40 on the return.
And so will the Stoats be as productive on their first drive as the Shitbirds were? They're going to have a slightly better field position than the Shitbirds did, starting at their 22-yard line. And it's another play-action pass. It's off to the flat end. I don't know why Jason Wolf, the fullback, decided to go out of bounds there to stop the clock. That was for minimal yardage. A curious pass. It's, for those of you who have been away from the TNFL, Gatton Dupuis is out as quarterback as of last week. Ken McStoats, now the ball general. And he did amazingly against the Janitors last week. Deep pass, and look at that laser beam to Ollie missile move. Unfortunately, the tackle knocking loose the ball and being ruled as an incomplete pass, but Ken McStoats showing that he has that formidable arm. He's just a bazooka. We'll try it again, 3rd and 8. Stoats definitely going to be looking through the air here. I don't think they're going to rely on Ben Zeitgeist for a run. Split backs for pass coverage. No, he's running a route. It's over the middle and tipped away. Wayne T-Block, finally back from injury, makes a defensive play to break up the pass and get the Stoats to a 3rd and out, or 3 and out. And Nelly Rockhurst with the punt away. Yes, Ken McStoats is the current quarterback for the Seattle Stoats. Very, very fitting. It was Gatton Dupuis before that who played as quarterback for the first 3 weeks.
Fair catch made at the 41-yard line.
Lloyd Marshall with the catch, and that punt far in their own territory allows San Francisco to start this with amazing field position, starting just outside or inside of their 40-yard line. A lot of people on the move, and again, up front, and a run breaks through the front line. Gary on Downson, the new running back number 1 as of last week, breaks through the line for a couple of yards. Now, usually it's the running game that sets up the passing game, but I think for the Shitbirds, they're in the unique position where their passing game has set up their running game. 2nd and 6. Lots of people on the move. Bradshaw backing up. It's a big laser beam, and that's going to be complete to Andy Overnight on the right side. As you see there, most of the passes have been to the left side of the field, and that's because Kelsey Maato pretty much carried the team up the field. Him and Bradshaw connected, like, what, 3 times that last drive for a touchdown. And San Francisco shows no signs of slowing down. Bradshaw once again taken to the air. Lots of time. And once again, it's the work of Girani foul play breaking up the pass. And this Stoats D-line is having trouble getting through the guards and tackles of the Shitbirds. What position did Big Stoat play before then? He was defensive end, and he was a pretty good one as well. Oh my god, that bulldozer! And that's going to be a pass to the left side to Pierre Dumoulin. In the shakeup that put on Downson from kicker to running back, Dumoulin went from center to tight end, and he's been great in that position as well. 3rd and 5. Bradshaw, lots of time. It's another pass over the left side. And that's Ian Ringout with the reception. Was that for a first down? We'll see where the ref spotted the ball. Yes, it was a first down, and San Francisco going down the field. They are just inside of the Stoats 30-yard line. Bradshaw once again backing up. He's had so much time to throw these passes, and it looks like that Pierre Dumoulin almost had an open road to the end zone. But he's stopped by Seattle secondary at the 15, or no, even better than that. I'm not even paying attention, at the Stoats 8-yard line. And just like that, San Francisco is in the red zone. Pierre Dumoulin on the move, instrumental in this drive so far. Stoats shifting their coverage, and it's a pass on the flat, and is the sweep good? Does he reach out? No! Octavius Aloyson, strong safety, barely being able to stop Gary on Downson. Downson stretched out his arm as far as he could, and this is the best he could get it. It's 2nd and inches. We'll see if the Shitbirds can punch it through. It's a play action pass to the left side, and number 19, Kelsey Maato with his 2nd touchdown of the quarter. And the Shitbirds are demolishing the Stoats, who all the way back in week 2 beat them. DJ Wideboy with the kick, 1:48 remaining in the quarter. And San Francisco on a tear right now. And JB Bradshaw as well, throwing spectacularly. Seems that the only person who's been able to make any defensive plays on the Stoats is Girani foul play. And the rest of the receivers on the Shitbirds seem to be able to get away with whatever they want here.
Number 40 back to return.
DJ Wideboy kicks it off back to the Stoats. And Felix Passenhog runs it up before being tackled down by Sonny DeWilliams.
Number 40 on the return.
And this drive will start at the 19-yard line. The Stoats are going to have a whole new approach here. Maybe we're going to see a couple of Ben Zeitgeist handoffs to test the running defense of the Shitbirds, because the Stoats are not getting it done in the air so far. Yes, we are getting a Ben Zeitgeist run, and that's going to be for some good yardage. 6 yards?
6 on the play.
Glad you could join us, Helton. Hope you're having a great night. So the Stoats got a little different distance off of that run. Ken McStoat with split backs. Send in 4. It's a deep pass to the left side, and it is completion. An amazing toss to Fred Freeman. And that's going to be a big first down reception for them. And finally, the Stoats, for the first time today, get the chains moving. 2 touchdowns behind, 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's another handoff, and no, Ken McStoat doesn't get the handoff in time. And that looked like Danny Hairline burst on through with the blitz sack. And that's going to put them back 4 yards. He just found a hole through the O-line. Play action, and Ken McStoat's going to scramble for those yards back. And no, Ken McStoat injured his head off of that tackle. This is what happened to Johnny Talladega for the Trash Pandas earlier this week. On Monday when they played the Janitors, Johnny Talladega's out for 1 game with a concussion. We'll see if Ken McStoat is okay. He's currently at the sidelines being checked. That means Gatien Dupuis is back under the gun. And he barely gets the pass out in time, but it is tipped away by Fred Holdings. So the Stoats really in trouble. Not only have their first 3 drives now ended without a score, the Shitbirds have shown 0 signs of stopping, and this punt goes extremely to the left, and that's going to start the Shitbirds with really good field position. Things are crumbling for them. I guess the field position isn't too bad. It could have been better. The San Francisco is starting from the 31-yard line. And JB Bradshaw about to take to the skies once again. It's quickly over the middle, and Keegan Silverblood gets the reception. Yeah, we haven't seen... It's eerily quiet from the Stoats defense, who looked so explosive against the Janitors last week after they made their roster changes. We've seen nothing from Phil Powers. We've seen nothing from DeMar Hott. JB Bradshaw is under 0 pressure, and he's getting these throws out. And like I keep saying, he keeps throwing laser beams. Oh, then never mind! It's an interception! Number 43, Ryan Coulier. An amazing cornerback for the Stoats comes up with an interception, and the JB Bradshaw experience rears its ugly head after 2 passing touchdowns. Both to Kelsey Maotto puts them up early. He finally throws his first interception of the game, and now it's Gatien Dupuis starting at the 50-yard line, has to get it out quick, and it's immediately back to the Shitbirds as he throws a pick to Ronnie Smashmouth. If that doesn't tell you anything about these 2 backup quarterbacks in those 2 plays, I don't know what does. Gatien Dupuis, or the JV Bradshaw pick into a Gatien Dupuis pick. So if you looked away from the screen for 30 seconds there to get a drink or scratch your balls, maybe nothing had happened, and, you know, we'll just say that San Francisco got a first down. Bradshaw steps back. It's a schoolyard in front of him, and Kelsey Maotto gets another first down pass. Tackled down by Gironi foul play. Drive starting at the Stoats 40-yard line, and the Stoats are just cannot put pressure on JB Bradshaw, and he's just throwing it out to Gary Downson toss. But that run is quickly stopped by Liam O'Fiend. Run for 1 yard brings them to 2nd and 9. First down marker is at the Stoats 30-yard line. JB Bradshaw lining up at the I formation. Play action pass and tipped away. Liam O'Fiend again with another back-to-back defensive play. The run stop and then the deflection. And that's going to bring the Shitbirds to a 3rd down. I believe their first 3rd down of the game. Bradshaw backing up. Pass over the middle, and it's incomplete as Felix Passenhog was on the coverage. We'll see what the Shitbirds decide to do here. They are technically in enemy territory. Yes, they will punt it away. Here comes Ronnie Farron. So this should be an excellent punt. You can coffee it. Fair catch waved, and it bounces off of Wayne Hamilton. I don't know if that was Wayne Hamilton or not. I think it was. It bounces off his head into for a touchback. That was very silly. Maybe that was intentional. So some sly thinking there on the Stoats special teams. They're going to start this drive from their 20-yard line. Gets on to Pui, handoff. Ben Zeitgeist gets the 6 yards off of that.
Gain of 6 on the play.
That's only the second Ben Zeitgeist run we've seen today, and both of them have gone for more than 5 yards. So we'll see if the Stoats test this defense more with these runs, because they only have one completion of Fred Freeman. And gets on to Pui, is in trouble. He tries to skedaddle out of there, but Evan Sackland lives up to his name and gets the sack. Evan Sackland, former wide receiver. A roster shakeup moved him to defensive end, and he's been nothing but magic at that position. Got a bunch of play action pass. Gets on to Pui, scrambling, and he gets the first down and slides past Fred Holdings. Gets on to Pui. Finally gets it done on the second scramble. Gatian Dupuis playing for the Stoats as... Oh, a handoff, and Ben Zeitgeist is rumbled by Danny Hairline. That's a tackle for loss. As I was saying, Gatian Dupuis quarterbacking right now after Ken McStoat is currently taken out with a possible concussion. We're still waiting to hear word back about that. Gatian Dupuis with a quick pass, but tipped away. Ronnie Smashmouth getting in the way of the running back receiver, or the fullback, Jason Wolf, going wide to the outside, trying to get his fingertips on that. And it's a Stoats 3rd and long. Gatian Dupuis looking for somebody open. Deep pass to the left side, and it's complete! Fred Freeman with his second major catch of the day. Nicholas Five Iron was all over him. I have no clue how Freeman got his hands on that ball. And the Stoats keep the drive alive as they move almost into enemy territory just outside the 50-yard line. And Gatian Dupuis, another handoff to Ben Zeitgeist, who looked like he had a hold there, but it was quickly closed by Virgie Hambleton. Hey, Alex and Quill, I hope you're doing great. I just gave an update, but just in case you were seconds late to it, Gatian Dupuis out on the field after Ken McStoat possibly suffered a concussion. Oh, incomplete, broken up by Tanner Gorgerdome, intended for Yaden Floatboat. Early into the first quarter, 2 touchdowns for the Shitbirds, as JB Bradshaw and Kelsey Maotto have been on fire together. Maotto, 2 touchdowns in the first quarter alone, which has brought our score to 14-0. Gatian Dupuis dropping back, looking for someone open. It's a short pass over the middle, and that's a 4th down.
Makes the reception. 5-yard gain on the play.
Both quarterbacks with an interception. A few plays after Gatian Dupuis came out to relieve Ken McStoat, JB Bradshaw threw a pick, and then immediately on the next play, Gatian Dupuis threw a... Oh, it's a fake punt! Nelly Rockhurst throws it! Oh my god! That would have been sick! Nelly Rockhurst threw it to Frank Mellenballer on a fake punt play. What legends! That would have been amazing if that worked. Oh man. Those wily Stoats, I tell you. JB Bradshaw gets the ball back just inside of their 45-yard line. It's a short pass over the left side to Keegan. No, that is number 18. That's Ian Rigout. His second reception of the day. We only have one Andy overnight reception, and it wasn't for too much. It's been Maotto who's put the team on his shoulders. 2nd and 7. And it's mostly been the Shitbirds through the air. We've seen only a small handful of on-downs and runs. The O-line shoves everyone back, and it's an overnight flight. Or no, Kelsey Maato, sorry, again. Kelsey Maato was trying to set a Shitbirds record for most receiving yards in a game. And he's certainly on track to do that if he keeps up the stellar performance. 1:40 left in the half. Etienne Dupuis on the move, who's got a couple of key receptions. It's a handoff to Downson, who... No, that's the fullback, Elijah Beard, sorry. As he slams up the right side for 5 yards. And the Shitbirds, every drive so far, save for one, have been effortlessly cutting up the field against this Stoats defense. We're now at the Stoats 30-yard line. Get Bradshaw. Lots of time. It's a rainbow pass to Overnight.
Gain of 22 on the play.
And Ryan Coulier on the tackle doesn't break up the pass, unfortunately. Coulier's been having a decent game so far. He's already got 1 interception.
Called by the offense.
The Shitbirds use their first timeout. San Francisco up 14 and threatening to put it up to 21 should this red zone drive do good. Here Dumoulin on the move. Bradshaw again not under pressure, and it's a touchdown caught by Elijah Beard, the fullback. And San Francisco with their 3rd touchdown of the half. And the Stoats look demoralized. DJ Wideboy out to kick his 3rd extra points of the game. And the kick is good. With 57 seconds left, once again the stakes with a 7-game regular season, every win matters, and right now the Shitbirds are hoping to solidify their position as #1 seed overall. They currently are beating out the Trash Pandas on tiebreakers.
San Francisco.
But they'll be
Number 40, back to return.
definitively in first here with a 4-1 record should they keep up this unrelenting offense. Felix Passenhog with the catch, and there's a Lloyd Marshall with the face masking. And the Stoats are going to get some bonus yardage on this return. They're going to start from the 21-yard line. Well, the Stoats get any points on the board here. Gets on Dupuis immediately with a run, and he's going! He runs for a first down. It's not until John Jackbos gets the tackle. And Seattle uses their first timeout. Wow, Dupuis, where was this beforehand? Earlier in the season when everyone was doubting you. Dupuis, a little step backwards, but he should have stepped further because here comes Spencer Hammer Pants, defensive end, with his first sack of the game. That's going to put them back 4 yards, 2nd and long. Gets on Dupuis in the shotgun. It's a deep pass to the right side, but it's tipped away. I don't know how that wasn't pass interference with Tanner Gorgerdome tackling Yaden Floatboat like that. But 2005, I guess, was a different era. And it's 3rd and long here. Seattle has only converted 2 of 5 third downs so far, and Dupuis is in the shotgun once again. And Dupuis, it's a laser beam to left side, and it's out of the hands of Houston, Texas. And here comes the punt team with 39 seconds left in the half. The Stoats, who looked so dominant against the Janitors last week. I don't know what happened. Whatever the Shitbirds are doing, maybe it's home field advantage, maybe it's specific plays the Shitbirds offensive coordinator has been kicking up against the Stoat defense, but something is just not clicking for the Seattle team today. And the Shitbirds are going to start this drive from the 45-yard line. The punts have also been awful for the Stoats. It's a handoff to on Downson, who spin moves in for 6 yards.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's almost as if a key player is missing, yes. Yetio Dupuis still covering, and it looks like Kedmick Stoat has suffered a concussion. We'll see if he can return in the later parts of the game. And the Shitbirds will take this to the half. An utterly explosive start for the Shitbirds here in their home game against the Stoats. Up 3 touchdowns, keeping the Stoats scoreless. The Stoats 1-0 in this division matchup, having beaten the Shitbirds in week 2 in a surprising upset, or what some people viewed at the time as a surprising upset, and by some people I mean me. But the Shitbirds showing that they are indeed the team to beat in the league right now. Oh, that was a heavy hit.
14 yards. Number 40 on the return.
That was Nelson Codmore with a vicious hit. And this drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Kedmick Stoat is back! He's fine! That's big. It's a pitch toss to Ben Zeitgeist, but unfortunately he bonks off the blockers, and I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Virgie Hambleton with the tackle for loss. So Kedmick Stoat cleared of having... He's concussion-free, and he's back to quarterbacking for this Stoats offense. Maybe he can provide the spark to get them back in the game. It's a laser pass, and no, he threw an interception right to Nicholas Five-Iron. And the Shitbirds are going to begin on the Stoats 25-yard line. What a disastrous game for Seattle. So it's J.B. Bradshaw beginning the drive essentially in the red zone, but no! False start on the offense is going to shove them back 5 yards.
Still first down.
It's the first the first offensive penalty. We've seen a face masking penalty earlier. I formation for J.B. Bradshaw. Play action pass on the flat, and that's tipped away by Passant Hogg, who is certainly hogging the pass on that one. An incompletion brings them to second and long. Bradshaw passing to the right side of the field. It's a short completion to Elijah Beard, who gets it for 7 yards.
11-yard gain.
It was 11 yards, sorry. Elijah Beard has stepped up this game. We don't normally see him receiving the ball that often. He's a great blocker, but he's really stepping up as another target on this defense, or on this offense, sorry. Play action. Deep bullet to the right side.
Touchdown.
And Andy Overnight gets his first touchdown of the game. And the Shitbirds are up 4 scores. J.B. Bradshaw's 4th passing touchdown of the game. DJ Wideboy out to kick another extra point. And it's good. At this point, it's gotta be home field advantage, right? This is a loud stadium the Shitbirds have. It's domed. It's got 80 billion decks. And all of the tunnels also probably add to the echo. When the Shitbirds general manager designed the stadium, he opted for every option, if it had an option for a tunnel, to have a tunnel.
San Francisco is lined up for the kickoff. Number 40 back to return.
That's probably not helping the communication issues the Stoats might be having. Pass and Hog tackled at the 20-yard line.
On the return.
And Ken McStoat is out, down 28-0. Ben Zeitgeist handoff goes for 4 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7. Dupuis in the shotgun. Trips receivers on the right side. Ken McStoat scrambles. Only gets a yard off of it. I keep saying Dupuis, but Ken McStoat is back in. And the Stoats just have not been able to get past the 50-yard line on any of their drives so far. 2 and 6 on third downs. McStoat backs up. Tries to sprint for it, but he's sacked. Evan Sackland, his second sack of the game. And since he's been put on defensive end, he's been living up to his name all right. And Nelly Rockhurst punts on a 4th and 8 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And the Stoats need a miracle. Down 4 touchdowns, and their offense seems completely unable to do anything about this Shitbirds defense. Any given Sunday, I guess. And again, the Shitbirds started this drive with excellent field position, tipped away and almost intercepted by Ryan Coulier, who already has 1 interception today. And there's really only 2 names I've been saying so far on the Seattle defense. It's been Girani Foulplay and Ryan Coulier. We haven't seen any other players on the Stoat defense really step it up and try and challenge here. Like the tipped away! Ryan Coulier again.
The intended receiver on the play.
The Stoats pass rush seems utterly unable to get past this offensive line of the Shitbirds. So JB Bradshaw just has all the time in the world to wait for his receivers, open up his windows, and he's laser beaming him over to the pass side. He tries to get the screen set up, but it's a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
If there's 2 plays the AI just cannot do in this game. Screens, I don't think I've seen a single screen in this game work how they're actually supposed to in real life. Never seen it work once. And pitches to the outside, I don't think that's ever worked once either. And I can't, almost a high snap. And I cannot wait until next season when we upgrade to NFL 2008. When team owners are going to have so much more flexibility in their play calling, as each of them will actually be able to make their own playbook. We tried doing that earlier in the season, but you can only have 1 custom playbook loaded at a time in this game, which is utterly infuriating and very annoying, and I wish I knew that before we started this with 2005. It's a pass off to... it's a flag on the play, and it's a face masking on Ronnie Smashmouth.
Number 56, second down.
Three minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter, and time is running out for the Stoats. They've been given a great opportunity here for the 2nd and short. The Stoats need touchdowns, and they need them now. Big Stoat backs up a little bit, and he's running for 1st down. Brought down by Wayne T-Block. At first, McStoat backs up, tries to sprint again, but Evan Sackland, his 3rd sack of the game. Ken McStoat just having no confidence. I feel like he could have waited there for someone to open up, but McStoat just decided to sprint for it. Lost his team 4 yards on that. So it's 2nd and 14 at the 35-yard line of the Stoats. A short pass over the middle, and that's broken up, and Ollie missile move takes a tumble.
The intended receiver on the play.
And that's another 3rd down for the Stoats. Only converted 2 of their 7 third downs. And it's 3rd and 14. It doesn't look too great for this play, but you never know. Ken McStoat does have a late cannon for an arm. And it's an interception. Ronnie Smashmouth. Another interception. And everything has been coming up Shitbirds, and everything will still continue to come up Shitbirds here as they begin this drive from the Stoats 38-yard line. Bradshaw milking as much clock as he can on Downson with the handoff, and it's a face masking penalty on Bill Powers. Bradshaw, back it up. Pass to the left side. Broken up by Girani foul play.
Number 19, the intended receiver on the play.
And it's really just been, I keep saying this, it's really just been 2 defensive players taking all the credit today for the Stoats. It's the 2 cornerbacks, Girani foul play and Ryan Coulier. It's really the Stoats defense in the middle. I don't know what's up with their linebackers. Phil Powers is having an extremely off day, and that's a tackle down. Was that a cornerback blitz? It looked like Nelly Rockhurst. That wasn't... He's the punter. Let me actually take a look at who got the sack there. Oh, there we go. It's number 94. Yeah, Toby Wrightyson with the sack. So finally, the Stoats have found a way through this O-line, and the Shitbirds punt in enemy territory. Fair catch called. And that's going to actually bounce for a touchback. As Ronnie Smashmouth tries to chase after it, hoping to tip it out of the end zone. So the Stoats get a 3 and out. They might have woken up, but they have no time left. Down 4 touchdowns. They need to get it going, and they need to get it going quick. Ken McStoat barely gets the pass off in time as he gets tackled, and that's easily tipped away by Nicholas Five-Iron. The Stoats lining up wide. McStoat almost in trouble in there again, and an incomplete pass.
Number 15, the intended receiver on the play.
Tanner Gorger-Dome breaks up the pass intended for Yaden Floatboat.
Keep him in front.
And the Stoats just can't get anything going. 3rd and 10. McStoat, I don't know who that was. Pass interference, though. I don't know why. That was to the middle of the field to nobody. But the refs are calling pass interference. The Stoats will take it as they make their way to their 40-yard line. Shitbirds on man coverage. It's a handoff to Ben Zeitgeist, but he gets stopped down. And it's another face-masking penalty for John Jackbos.
Number 28, 2nd down.
And the Shitbirds, penalty after penalty, brings the Stoats to 2nd and 2, with their goal being the 50-yard line. McStoat, it's a deep bomb to the right side, but tipped away. Tanner Gorger-Dome on fire this game. He's been largely responsible. Both cornerbacks, both Nicholas Five Iron and Tanner Gorgadome, have done an excellent job at nullifying any receiving threats the Stoats try to run out. It's a Ben Zeitgeist handoff who gets the first down.
The ball carrier, 3-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Beefy, trying to commentate with a stuffed sinus isn't super great. So please be patient with me. The Stoats have finally made it to enemy territory. It's another Ben Zeitgeist handoff. Or no, that's not Ben Zeitgeist. That is Oliver Soyhaver. Ah, I get it. And we're into the final quarter of the game. The Seattle Stoats, nothing. The San Francisco Shitbirds, 28. You're watching the Totally Normal Football League, where myself and 5 of my friends drafted completely randomly generated players. And tonight the Seattle Stoats are struggling against the San Francisco Shitbirds, and finally a pass completion as Fred Freeman moves the chains. And Ken McStoat with a big smile on his face, happy to see any offensive production now.
Stay home. Stay home. Watch it draw.
At the 45-yard line of the Shitbirds. McStoat hands it off to Ben Zeitgeist, who has a breakaway! Ben Zeitgeist has broken through for a touchdown, and Seattle has finally put points on the board in the fourth quarter. The problem? 3 touchdowns to go to tie the game. Look at that. Ben Zeitgeist has the slice right through the middle, and no one can stop him. And the Stoats, who have been relying on their pass game pretty much all game, find a way through with the running offense. A 35-yard touchdown run for Ben Zeitgeist as Brent Fieldstrong kicks his first, well, anything this game. San Francisco up by 21. And Seattle is going to be on the hunt for turnovers.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Marshall back to return.
It's a deep kick. That was an excellent kick there from Brent Fieldstrong. Tackled down by Calvin Madman.
Marshall on the return.
Watch a bootleg.
It's a handoff. Tackled down. Bryce McGriffin with the tackle on Gary Undownson. And the Shitbirds, that's going to be their modus operandi here. Assuming that they're not going to... Assuming their goal is to run up the clock as much as possible. We're going to see a bunch of Undownson handoffs. No, it's a pass and a sack for Richard Dollar Store. Little Dollar General action there on the quarterback. It's another handoff that goes nowhere in Seattle.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Apparently excellent at stopping the run. And Ronnie Farron has to punt. A 3-and-out by the Stoats. And you can bet that they're going to try and... Oh, never mind. They are not going to milk this. I think that's a bit of a tactical error on the Shitbirds. They still had 13 seconds left on the play clock before they could have punted it.
At the 49-yard line.
And you really want to take as much time away from Seattle as you can. Because they're, for the first time today, they are starting with excellent field position. They're a yard away from the 50-yard line. It's a pitch to Ben Zeitgeist, who tries to run it through, but he has no protection on the left side. and 3 Shitbird tacklers ready and waiting for him. Ronnie Smashmouth getting the run stop.
Shotgun.
Ken McStoat in the shotgun. A bit of a shuffle, and he's going to sprint forward for a first down. Evan Sacklin doing his best to stop him. And Seattle marching up the field. Oh, not quite good for a first down, so this is still 3rd down for Seattle. They've already faked a punt today. It's a pass to the right side, and that's tipped away. Wayne T. Block. Again, this is his first full game back after being injured for 3 games. And he is really showing the Shitbirds that they've been missing him. He's done a lot of amazing major plays, and the Seattle, of course, is going for it here on 4th and 1. Should QB sneak it up them? But no, it's a big TFL, and oh no, dude. Spencer Hammerpants gets the TFL, and that's a turnover on downs, and that is pretty much any hope of Seattle getting back into this game blown out. A very slow handoff to the fullback, Elijah Beard, and he gets only a couple of yards.
Back.
4 minutes remaining in the game. Bradshaw looking through the sky, and it's an interception! I don't know why you don't just continue to run the ball. And just like that, Octavius Alwayson with an interception. I don't know what the Shitbirds are thinking. Do they want Seattle to have a chance? I don't know why they didn't just run it.
Get up, D. Get up.
So Seattle will get another possession at their 48-yard line. 3 blockers for them. Ken McStoat throws a pick. And Virgie Hambleton marches away, and this is a cruel twisting of the dagger that's happening here.
Watch it draw. Lucky. Robert.
And the Shitbirds will get the ball back. What the heck, dude? Phil Powers, tired of not making a single defensive play today, tries to go for the pay raise and does a matrix move trying to get his hands on the ball there. Oh, calm down, dude. Don't injure yourself. Not when you're down by 21. And Bradshaw again looking through the skies, in trouble. It's a deep pass and tipped away. Calvin Madman preventing the possible Kelsey Ma'ato 3rd touchdown of the game. That's going to be another 3rd down for the Shitbirds.
Number 21 with the carry.
The handoff to Henry Winning, stuffed. That's going to be a punt. Oh, not a bad effort to try and cough in the ball there, but it will roll into the end zone for a touchback. So the Stoats have another opportunity, starting the drive from the 20-yard line.
X-ray. The flip. Mad dog over.
Ollie missile move, moving up. And McStoat runs for it, gets the first down.
Number 7, the ball carrier. Gain of 12 on the play.
I want to say there's been like 5 or 6 turnovers this game from both Gatson Dupuis, Ken McStoat, and JB Bradshaw. And it's another run. What is happening? What is with Ken McStoat?
2 on the play.
I don't know if these are design runs on Seattle's part. Whether or not Ken really feels like he's under pressure and has to sprint out of there. Pass to the right side, broken up. The pass to double coverage. Tanner Gorgerdome getting the credit for the tap away.
He's throwing. He's throwing. Corner. Corner.
Seattle on a 3rd down, 8 yards to go.
Come on. Y'all know what they're about to do. Come on.
It's a throw to the flat, and that was directly into the hands of Ronnie Smashmouth. That pass was inexcusable. Intended for Oliver Soyhaver running an outside wheel route. That was just right to the defender.
Stay home.
And so the Shitbirds will begin this drive from the Stoats 17-yard line. And Oliver Soyhaver, Garyon Downson,
3-yard gain on the play.
gets a short run out of it. Calvin Madman with 7 tackles. He's been having a busy day.
Watch a bootleg. Here we come.
Another Garyon Downson handoff for 3 yards.
On the run, 3-yard gain on the play.
A minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Wide. Come on now. Bust the play. Set. Ship.
Oh, Bradshaw under heavy pressure, and that was almost intercepted by Girani foul play. Yeah, the 7 turnovers this game. The Stoats having 5 of them. And if that doesn't explain the score more than any other stat, I don't know what does. DJ Wideboy with the 28-yard field goal attempt to try and bring the Shitbirds up to 31. And they'll go up 24 points.
San Francisco is lined up for the kickoff. Number 40 back deep to return.
For the Stoats with only a minute left in the game.
Number 40 on the return.
We'll begin this drive from their 25-yard line. Ken McStoat in the shotgun, looking for somebody open. Pump fakes, throws it down the middle, and it's free, and oh, it's a forced fumble! What is happening, man? Yaden Floatboat, amazing reception up the middle, tackles, loses the ball. And John Jackbos gets the fumble recovery. This game has been completely cursed for Seattle, as they're en route to split their game against San Francisco, as Garyon Downson runs through everybody, gets a huge stiff arm, gets a second stiff arm, and Garyon Downson gets a 46-yard touchdown run after the forced fumble recovery. ×1 combo, double kill. And on Downson, on his way down the field. And DJ Whiteboy out to kick his 5th extra point of the day. His foot's been getting a lot of work. And it's good. San Francisco up 31 points with 53 seconds remaining. And this is, so far, the most points any team has scored in the Totally Normal Football League so far. We had the Gators absolutely pummeling the Knitters the other day. But this performance beats even that.
San Francisco is lined up for the kickoff.
Ugh.
Number 40 back deep to return.
Felix Passenhog.
Kickoff returned 17.
Tackled down by Wayne Hamilton.
40 on the return.
Wouldn't surprise me if both teams try to run down this clock and get this over with. Another, oh my god. Yaden Floatboat, another great looking reception, but incomplete after the tackle.
Empty. Switch it, come on.
I wish I had a statistic on how the Shitbirds have been at home games this year. This might be a home field advantage thing, because this is rough. And it's a reception! A great reception by Fred Freeman, who seems to be the only receiver on the Stoats who has hands that can grab the ball and keep hold of it. So a great pass there by Ken McStoat, who's looking to take it through the air one more time. And it's caught! But a flag on the play for offensive holding.
Number 66.
Kevin Garbo took a good time and ruined it. 1st and 20. That's a 15-yard penalty for offensive holding. And McStoat looking to go deep. Throws it to 3 people.
Number 15, the intended receiver on the play.
And that's 2nd and 20. 27 seconds left in the game until this is all finally over.
Come on now. Let's do this.
And it's a great reception to Ollie Missile move. And Seattle uses their first timeout. Bless their hearts.
Dang. Set. All right.
3rd and 4. And McStoat runs, gets the first down.
The offense calls a timeout.
Pauses the clock, uses their 2nd timeout.
In and out. Come on.
And this is a huge game for the Shitbirds, as point differential is the 3rd tiebreaker stat to see who gets into the postseason. Deep pass, and it's another big reception.
Called by the offense.
Chris Queen, backup tight end.
Gain of 24 on the play.
Unless that was Fred Freeman. Actually, I think that was Fred Freeman again. But yeah, point differential is such an important pass. He holds on to it. Fred Freeman again. Are the Stoats going to get a touchdown here? They have one play. They'll spike the ball. Will the Stoats get a feel-good touchdown to end the game? But as I said, point differential is huge, and San Francisco getting 31 points on that differential is going to help any tiebreaker situation so much. As they're en route to keeping their number 1. Ken McStoat looking for... It's incomplete, and the Stoats will stay at 7 points. San Francisco, a decisive victory for them. A 31-point lead, 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 of them in the first quarter, both of them by Kelsey Maato, who definitely gets Offensive Player of the Game. And the Stoats are in shambles right now. Ronnie Smashmouth, middle linebacker, 3 interceptions. Oh no, and Yeah, this home game couldn't have gone any better for San Francisco. JB Bradshaw throwing a 94 passer rating. Oh no, dude. Yeah, Nelly Rock a 12.2, and Gaston Dupuis gets a flat 0 passer ratings with 1 interception, no touchdowns, and going 2 for 8. Ken McStoat gets a 12.2, throwing 4 interceptions. One of them couldn't be any more directly to a cornerback. And yeah, JB Bradshaw, 242 yards through 2 interceptions of his own, but 4 passing touchdowns will help that passer rating any day of the week. For rushing, Garyon Downson, 66 yards. Ben Zeitgeist with that big rushing touchdown he got after blowing through the middle of the field. That'll help pad his stats, 56 yards. Average of 5 per rush, and I wanted to see Seattle run the ball more. And I don't know, because their passing game was dire. Kelsey Maato, Fred Freeman, 109 yards, average 18.1 a catch. What is this? How have Seattle been struggling to produce all game? And it's just been the defense of the Shitbirds. Like, they must have like 80,000. It's the turnovers, and it's the great ball deflection defense on the Shitbirds. Elijah Beard had a really weird day today. The fullback getting 7 receptions. And Pierre Dumoulin also did great on his 2 receptions. Yeah, if you look at the top receivers, Shitbirds, Fred Freeman's the best overall catcher. And then Shitbird. Yeah, it was Chris Queen. Chris Queen had 1 reception for 5 yards. Good for him. Yeah, Nicholas 5-iron, an interception, 7 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Ronnie Smashmouth, 3 interceptions in this game alone. Holy smokes. 3 pass deflections, 4 tackles. Virgie Hamilton, Nicholas 5-iron each with an interception. And I guess for the sake of the Stoats, we'll stop looking at these stats. And we'll wish people a happy night. The next Totally Normal Football League game is next Monday as the Toronto Trash Pandas are on the road against the Knitters. The Trash Pandas on a 2-game losing streak right now after having lost to the Gators last week and then losing again to the Janitors. They're on a bit of a loss to the Janitors on Monday. They lost out on the number 1 seed this week. Their loss meant that the Shitbirds got number 1, and they further defended it not only with the win, but also furthering their point differential quite a lot. So the Trash Pandas are going to try and see if they can stay back on course, and think the Knitters at this point are mathematically ineligible of getting to the postseason at this point. So all they can really do is play spoiler, trying to recuperate their season. Only 2 weeks left in the regular season. 2 games left each for each team, and that kicks off Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel. And for those of you who enjoy non-football related content, do not miss tomorrow night's stream. It is going to be amazing. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Black randomizer, and if you're like, oh, Pokemon leave, hear me out. You do not want to miss this stream. I am not a fan of Pokemon at all. I don't know too much about it, and I just don't generally like the gameplay, but I'm going to be joined by 3 friends who are going to help talk me through a randomizer, and the goal is to get as deep in the deep end of the pool as possible. And there's also another surprise twist that only I know about for that stream. It's gonna be hilarious. We're gonna go until it stops being funny, and you do not want to miss it tomorrow. But yeah, I've been TG. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast. Please take it easy and have a great weekend.